Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and we've got another bold morning for eGrag Crypto. XRP, a color code signal, indicates the path to Valhalla. There's Valhalla again. Here he says there's still potential for XRP to surge towards the low end of Valhalla region, ranging from 280 to 460. This move marks wave 1. Then he goes on, projected values for wave 3. That's $12. Wave 3, I don't know what, it's 12 or 50, I guess. Stay steady. The potential for generational wealth is within reach. Patience is key. And I'll pull up this chart and see what he's looking at. Zooming into Valhalla. I have no idea what I'm looking at. You do realize by now that part of the reason I show you charts in the morning is just kind of kidding around because I don't know anything about them. But I hope these guys are right. I hope they know what they're talking about. We shall see. Now, this is, to me, this is a pretty big bombshell from Eleanor Terrett. Look at this. I'm actually having to have some of my coffee. I haven't had enough coffee yet. Okay. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin is listed as co-founder of, what is this? The Wangjang blockchain. This is the same company that's a 20% owner of Prometheum. Did I say that right? Prometheum? A part owner, Prometheum Inc., which was recently given rights to operate a crypto exchange in the U.S. Other filings show Buterin is also chief scientist at Wangjang Blockchain Labs, funded by China Wangjang Holdings. Blockchain Labs is a nonprofit research institute focused on blockchain technology. Its co-founders consist of Dr. Feng Zhao, that's the guy that's on the board of Prometheum, Vice President, Executive Director of China, Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum co-founder, and Bo Chen. Folks, we're literally being invaded by China, and I believe that China and Russia may be together on this thing. I mean, think about who comes after XRP and Ripple all the time. Max Kaiser. Where was Max Kaiser working for 10 or 15 years? Russia Today, the Russian-sponsored media. And I'm going to show you one of his tweets here in a minute. Now, I said we tried to tell you, Congress. This is Vitalik Buterin. I sent this video around a while ago. Now remember, while the SEC has sued Ripple to try to and weaponize the SEC against Ripple, who have they let get a free pass? Two guys from Canada, more than two guys. Gavin Wood, I think, was from Canada too. I think it's like 4 or 5 of the founders of Ethereum are from Canada, and his family's from Russia, and then they moved to Canada, is my understanding. And actually, if you remember, Stephen Narioff, who helped keep them all from going to jail, Stephen Narioff said that one of the Canadian founders of Ethereum said that he didn't really care about what the U.S. thought because he is from Canada, if you remember. He wasn't worried about what they thought. Now, this guy is from Russia. Max Kaiser was with Russia Today. Now we're going to show you all the Ethereum is all up in China's business. China's all in this, folks. And here he is telling you all that you're feeble Americans.
Это русский миллиард сложнее. Понял. У него и 100 больше. Slamming expensive. Это русский миллиард сложнее.
I don't find it funny at all. Uncovering Ethereum's close ties to Chinese money. Just look at these bullet points. Ethereum's white paper published in Chinese. Vitalik Buterin's interest in speaking Chinese. Ethereum hosted a conference in China. Ethereum's ex-Alibaba partners, and that's Mr. Huber, found that, okay? Chinese miner Chandler Guo. Ethereum Foundation Executive Director Ming Chan. completing the merge thanks to Shanghai. They called it the Shanghai upgrade. I'm trying to fix my mouse here so that it doesn't stop working. And then we've got the Bank of China chooses Ethereum. SEC director's connection to the Chinese. Freedom of Information Act requests. They're talking about Simpson Thatcher and talking about Chris Lynn and Bill Hinman and Jay Clayton. There's John Deaton pointing that out. More Chinese influence over Ethereum. It's also noted in Shin's book, some Chinese Ethereum supporters created a site called Carbon Vote for the infamous exploit of the DAO. You see the problem here, folks? We've got big problems. Well, I keep saying we tried to tell you, Congress, this is Senator Gillibrand and Tuberville. They're the two that are trying to pass the bill to keep China out of American crypto. Listen to this. This is Vitalik Buterin. He's speaking Chinese. He's in China at the Wu blockchain. Chinese. All right.
Investing, number one, do not throw money into something you do not understand. And number two, do not invest more than you can afford to lose.
所以我们建立是一个开放的平台，所以以后希望大家有多一些机会都参与一些。
If you, anyone, if you want to ask questions, что думаю, не открой. Если есть кто-то, кто говорит по-русски, можете по-русски говорить.
Okay, that should make you feel uncomfortable right there. Then here's more evidence from Panda Ripple, or Ripple Panda. When we first met, I was very surprised that he was able to send messages in Chinese over WeChat and have conversations in the language, which is very impressive for a foreigner who had never formally studied Chinese. Vitalik's Chinese proficiency level was different from other foreigners, and his written Chinese was better than his spoken Chinese. He sure is proficient in Chinese. And here he is, leaked. Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin meets with Chinese whales to discuss potential partnerships and acquisitions. And this is, if I can get my freaking mouse to operate. Hold on a second. My mouse is acting funny this morning. I think I'm almost out of batteries.
包括像 Uniswap 的东西、Compound 的 Curve 等等，加了一下 Oracle 的一些，ES 买。
我们刚出了一个 ES 的报告，那可以。为什么可以讲一下吗？
We're going to have to go.
现在好像是唯一的金融的这个
Okay, we're gonna have to go to my finger here on this mouse thing on the laptop because I think my mouse just ran out of gas. So then we've got this. Everybody's starting to. We're starting to see all the people flee from Bill Hinman. We're seeing them flee from Bill Hinman. We're seeing them flee from Prometheum. There's a lot of fleeing going on. Now, Mike Novogratz blocked me, but there was an exchange with Mr. Huber where Mike Novogratz says the only person, and remember, Mike Novogratz was the one on that list of Empower where they were trying to find out if he had communications with Hinman from 2017 to 2020, I believe. Mr. Huber says the following other possibilities you knew from someone else at the SEC. 1, from Joseph Lubin. 3, from Lowell Ness. 4, from A16Z. Because Mike Novogratz says, to be clear, I have never met Bill Hinman, have never spoken to him or corresponded with him. And then he says, the only person I remember speaking to about SEC matters was Brad Garlinghouse, who is visiting them pretty regularly. Have been a day one investor in Ripple Labs and have not sold any of my shares in the past 10 years. Yeah, but Mike, the problem is you intentionally went out there and tried to scare people out of XRP and bragged about how you were shorting it. You were part of a plan and you freaking know it. Now, XRP, Darren did a video yesterday where he's talking about he was investigating the Prometheum thing himself. Listen to this clip.
Xiao Feng. And some of the key highlights, he believes blockchain and other disruptive technologies will be tools by which we realize this digital globalization. He says blockchain is a digital trust mechanism because of its characteristics of irrevocability, delectability, and immutability. Globalization benefited many people, including China, Wall Street, and multinational companies. However, it has also left behind victims such as the middle class and industrial workers. In many developed nations, he explained, because the middle class and workers cannot be globalized in economics, it's called non-tradable goods. With the help of digital technologies, the labor force can be traded from now on, and employees do not need to move from the United States to China, although the industry moves to China. Then there is education. Internet English teaching has turned non-tradable things into tradable things.
The plan is to move the industry to China the same way they did with our manufacturing industry.
Because we need to do one thing together in different time and space. We need to be transparent and align our goals. So we need OKR tools, which are objectives and key results.
I see. Now, let's finish this up. This is a Max Kaiser, I call him the Russia Today guy. He says, as I keep telling you guys, the SEC swept away the independent crypto exchanges and players to make room for BlackRock, Wisdom Tree, Fidelity, etc. to get into Bitcoin. XRP ain't going to win their case. This was never about the law. XRP was marked for death, and Gary's job is to take it out. In El Salvador, we just got rid of all this nonsense with a new law that says Bitcoin is money. Everything else is an unregistered security. We're building Bitcoin. We're building a Bitcoin country, I guess. Well, my question for Max Kaiser is, if it's gone and all, why do you keep talking about it? If it's not an issue, it's not something you're worried about, why do you keep talking about it? You don't usually spend a lot of time wasting your time on things that are not something you're worried about like that. That's the problem. Plus, Bitcoin doesn't work and never has as a currency, but guess what would? XRP. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that Max Kaiser is from Russia Today. And Vitalik Buterin loves Chinese. Thanks for listening.